My story really began at age 5, which seems so little, but I grew up with a mother who also had eating disorders, and she really believed that she was doing the best thing for me by restricting my food because she didn't want me to be bullied and teased like she was when she was a young girl and her body was larger. And how that evolved then was that I was a little girl who was hungry. So I started sneaking food and I started hiding food. When I was alone, I would eat the food as quickly as I could, and I would then feel really horrible about myself. So I steadily gained weight over time because I was just taking this food and eating it quickly and trying to quell that feeling of hunger. Then it started to evolve into just wanting to eat all the time. And so I didn't have the classic binge where you are eating a large amount in a short amount of time. My binge eating disorder was really more getting food when I could and grazing on it over time, a lot of those subjective binges. But I was gaining weight, and there was a lot of concern in my family about that. And so I was concerned. My mother and I joined Weight Watchers together. This is kind of funny, but I lived in an area that had many Amish people, and I actually did a sort of weight loss program with a bunch of Amish women, which was very interesting. And, you know, every diet is the same. It's all about restriction. There is nothing new. Every diet includes that. And so whatever powders I was using or supplements, whatever, it all came down to restriction. And that is what my mother and I chased for years and years and years. Through my teen years that I began to use substances as well. But it was always my eating disorder that I came back to. The substance abuse was easy to give up. The eating disorder was quite another thing. And because I was in a higher weight body, it wasn't considered that I could have an eating disorder. So while people I knew who had eating disorders were going to treatment, I was being sent to obesity programs and really just learning to do my eating disorder better. So then in my 30s, I finally found a therapist who said, you know, this isn't about your weight. This is about a whole lot of things that are underneath. Living in a higher weight body itself is traumatic because of the weight stigma that is in our society. I had to deal with that trauma and some traumas in my family. Thankfully, I had a therapist who really believed that dieting was just making everything worse. I rejected that at first because I wanted to be thin so badly, and that was all part of my eating disorder. So I did finally accept that and begin to accept my body, and eventually started the Binge Eating Disorder Association that was really for me. It was to help me continue to heal while I had the opportunity to help others as well. I sit here now with, 15 or more years of recovery, and I'm very grateful for the journey.